are going for a whole hour. Straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time, don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate. And learn to cooperate. Yeah, hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7 p.m. Don't come doing the HATE. Otherwise Hollywood will give you the BYE. Here we go, kill the whistle. Oh yeah, we are going for a whole hour. Straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time, don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate. And learn to cooperate. Hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7 p.m. Don't come doing the HATE. Otherwise Hollywood will give you the BYE.
The BYE. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Monday Bully Live. Now that we have a clock change, I'm expecting some views to fall off just a little bit, but it's all good. We're going to talk about it. And those that don't catch us live, guess what? You're going to be able to catch us on the rerun. It's all good, man. Hey, I got my guy Hollywood in the rear. Let me just bring him up here because he's over here working with something. Hollywood, you okay? I
good,
see
bro.
You hustling back here, man. All right, just checking in, man. Queen's New Blood Kennel says same. Last year's when I officially started and bringing in XLs now too. The question is, and that's what this live is about, is dog breeding in 2025. So today, rather than me give you my analysis, right, as to what I think, I'm actually going to play devil's advocate. And I'm going to give you the pros. I'm going to give you the cons. You make up your mind as to whether this is a good time to breed or not. V.I. Ferrero, what's going on, man? Caveman, Captain Caveman over here in the house. Kahiki Sakata. We got Michael Johnston. We got J.R. Padilla. We got Drippy Drip Drip. We got Freddie Strivia, like always. Drippy coming back up. D. Taylor, hey, everyone. Hollywood will give you the BYE. You already know, man. Mark Whitehead, what's up, fam? Enrique Chavez, feliz lunes. Stay fresh, bullies. What is going on, man? Good brothers. What's going on, bully fam? Hollywood. And salute Raul, salute Caveman, number love, man. So look, let's start talking about this because I have been getting hit up, maybe not every single day, but maybe once or twice a week. Is it a good time to start breeding, man? Can you tell me what's going on in the market, or is there a demand for breeding? Is this a good time to start breeding? So, like I said, I'm going to give you guys the no side of the house and the yes side of the house, and I'm going to let you guys decide. Hafa Adai, what is going on, man? So, look, Hollywood, you want to go ahead and bring in that graph? Hollywood is going to bring in a graph. There you go. Thank you, Hollywood. He's bringing in this graph, and this graph right here that you're looking at is nothing more than the last month of stocks, right? Is that right, Hollywood? The last month or the last day? Okay.
Let me check.
Is that the last month?
1 month.
Okay, there we go. The last month. All right. So notice how it's all the way up there, and all of a sudden it starts going down, and it starts going down. And right now it's down. And you might ask me, yo, Raul, why are you bringing up stocks when, well, all these things matter. They play a part. They're just indicators and they're clues. Nothing is going to give you a for sure 100%. But for those of us that were breeding when COVID hit, and when all of a sudden the government was passing out checks, we all know the dynamic in breeding changed overnight. Dogs that were normally selling for $3K, all of a sudden were selling for $5. Those that were selling for 5 are now selling for 7.5. Demand went through the roof when these checks were being passed out. So the same way we got to look at these things, we got to look at what's going on in the market and how is that affecting us directly. Brayman Bull says, market ain't dead, Raul. Most quality breeders are. Most quality breeders are. Market ain't dead. Okay, Brayman, I need you to break that down for me, bro. Because you're saying the market is not dead, but most quality breeders are. I happen to disagree with you in that comment. So be a little bit more specific. I love the fact that you're definitely dropping some good info there, man. Dropping some good info. Let's see, man. Let's see. Starts with passion for the breed and a desire to improve it. That was my foundation to start breed bullies. Okay, I get that. But that's not what we're asking right now, right? I get the passion of breeding, okay, but from a monetary perspective, from a do I want to invest now? Because here's the thing. As much as you could be passionate about something, I'm passionate about breeding. But do you want to jump into breeding when the market is down? Or do you want to jump into breeding when the market is up? Right? These are questions you got to ask. Now, I'm not gullible enough to think that everybody out here breeding is breeding because they just love the breed and they want to improve it. They will say that, right? So they could get a nod from me, but we all know that's not the case. And not just that, I'm not going to hold it against you. I say, you know, if 60% of you is passion and 40% of you is business, I can respect that. Okay, I can respect that. Let's see. Ferreira says, I said that before you asked the question. He's cracking up. It's all good, man. Adam Fields says Ali, and he got the answer correct. Adam Fields. Yeah, Ali was, I owe you a spin, Adam. So let me put a little star by your name here. Brayman Bull Bullies, and we'll be spinning at the end. Brayman Bull says, Dad is not in the business anymore or completely outnumbered by quick fix breeders. Okay, Brayman, look, man. Look, let me go ahead and take off that banner because it just got answered. Brayman, look, man, you're hitting it on the head. There's different types of breeders with different, they have different intentions, if you will. Okay, but for all intents and purposes, let's talk about the guy that's got good intentions. All right, he is 60% passionate. He's 40% business because he's married and he's got a child. So he can't just, you know, start dumping money into something, you know, haphazardly, not knowing whether he's going to get return on investment or anything like that. All right. So let's talk about that guy, which is the majority of the people that are watching, in my opinion. Right now, if you were to say, if you were to ask me, hey, Raul, is the market up or is it down? I would say a month ago, I would say, okay, if this was a straight line, right? I would say the market started inching up just ever so small. And then out of nowhere is starting to do this, right? Just slightly, not doing this, but it is slightly doing this right now. And the reason for it, and I hate to bring politics into this, guys, but I got to bring politics. Now, you guys know I love Trump. I voted for him. I'm for him. Great. Doesn't mean I agree with everything he does. Okay. And one of the things right now that is sending chills down the spine of markets is the whole tariff wars that are being implemented. Oh, we're going to put tariffs on Canada, on Mexico, on China, on this, on that. Here's the problem. When there's uncertainty in the markets, people pull their money out of the market. That's why you just saw when Hollywood put up the graph, right? That's why you seen it going downhill. When it's going downhill, it's people actually pulling money out because they're not trusting that the economy is going to do well once the tariffs hit. Now, the reason I'm breaking all this down for you is because I'm trying to give you the insight, the psychological insight on your everyday, or not every day, on the new people that are coming into the bully world. What is it that they're thinking about? What is it, what is the market dynamic right now offering to them? Well, right now there's uncertainty. When there's uncertainty, money comes out of the market. When money comes out of the market, means people are wanting to save, be more safe with their money rather than just start throwing it around, right? Okay, so does that mean that it's a bad moment to actually invest? Let me get through these comments. I'll come back to that question. Raymond Bull says, dead as a non-business anymore, completely outnumbered. Okay, quick fix. Okay, we read that. Build the foundation when the economy is down. Perfect storm. Perfect storm. You must be reading my mind, Perfect Storm. You must be reading my mind. All right, and I'll get back to you here in a second. Órale, Raúl, saludos, Robertito. What's going on? Caveman, yes, PSB. Teray Thompson, the market may be down due to stock of dogs not meeting buyer expectations. Teray, you may be hitting that on the head as well. But right now, when we say the market is down, we're talking about, Dow Jones Industrials, S&P 500, that sort of thing. What that means is there's less money to go around. And so say you work driving a cement truck, right? That's what you do. And you're looking to buy bullies because you want to do something to bring in passive or active income on the side with your wife. Here's the problem. When there is an economic slowdown, it affects the people that are going to, buy in order to have cement put in, which means it's going to take longer for you to save up to be able to buy a dog, which is eventually going to affect the breeder who's trying to sell it. So it's a trickle-down effect is what I'm trying to say. Since COVID, things have leveled out. Those in it for the quick buck have moved on to something else, like exclusively back to a 9-to-5. Time has weeded out the opportunist, at least where I am in Canada. All right. El Atalaya BDK market is good, bro. Okay. Quality dogs are still selling for a good price. You just have to do your research. I agree. And I did say that there was a market correction a while back. And that's when the market kind of dropped. There was a market correction. Therefore, people were buying the higher end dogs. And the dogs that weren't meeting the standards, they're just not being bought. And I see it all the time. I'll go on Facebook and I see the same dog trying to be sold week after week after week, and it's not selling. And so right now, I would say that the market is at a point where you better have high quality. If you don't, you're probably going to have a hard time selling. Dogs are selling from people that are already established, the ones that made a name for them for their programs. I can agree with that too. And Saratha, those dogs, those Doge dividends, whenever that happens, might cause it to pick up again. It might in Saratha, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the things that are going to affect the everyday dude. So if Doge happens to figure it out and everybody's going to get a $2,500 check, is that going to offset the tariff wars that we're going to be having with other countries? So let me give you an example. I'm all for the U.S. first. Well, something that may happen is we raise tariffs on Chinese steel. There you go. Good. Good for America. That way you got to buy here. Well, here's the problem. A lot of these car manufacturers, what little steel they're using or whatever, or however much they're using, the minute that you put a tariff on Chinese steel, now the price of steel has gone up. Now they got to push that onto the buyer, right? So instead of you getting financed for 5 years, paying $300 a month, now you're going to pay, I don't know, $325, $350. No big deal, just $50. Here's the other problem. Canada just put a tariff on energy sales to the U.S. I'm sorry, the other way around, on receiving energy from the U.S., and we actually receive energy from them. So we're going to tariff them. So it's going to be reciprocal, which means now your electric bill, your car bill just went up $50. Now your electric bill is getting ready to go up 50 to $100. Okay, we're still good. But then we're going to get into food and we're going to get into other things. What I'm trying to get at is at the end of the month, how many people can afford to have to spend an extra $500 or $600, which is a possibility of things happening. And is that Doge check going to offset those price increases? These are the things you need to be thinking about if you want to get into breeding today, because these are the things that are actually happening. In addition to that, you then have to think, do I really want to buy stock, brood stock, when the prices are high, when there's high demand, or do I want to buy it now that demand is lower and I'm able to get maybe a better dog, get more bang for my buck? That's the other side of the coin. I have always said when the market is down, that is the time to bring in assets. Trust me when I tell you this. Whenever there's a market correction, I don't care in what market or what it is, right? The people that are not in it for real, for the long haul, they're usually going to jump because they have a set number that they've invested. And when the number goes below that number, they no longer want to be part of the market. Okay. When it goes above that number, then they want to be part of the market, right? So if you're going to be doing this for the long haul, it may not be the worst idea for now to load up. Either way, it's going to take your females close to 2 years to be ready anyways. And your male's not going to be ready until a year from now, right? So if you could sit down and kind of see these things and figure them out and kind of say, okay, these tariffs are going to go up, but I feel that, by the summertime, if the prices went up too high, Trump is going to back down. Or at first, there's going to be a little rumble, but then things are going to settle down and the prices are going to smooth over. The other thing you have to take into account, tips are not getting taxed and neither is overtime. So, if you have, people that work in unionized states, such as states that have a lot of unions like New York or even California for that matter, they may not necessarily be working too much overtime, but those that are not unionized may be hitting that overtime day and night now because they're not about to get taxed. So it's going to benefit some people and not necessarily everyone, if you get what I'm saying. Let me get here to my next. I see you, Mike. I'm going to bring you in here in a second. Infamous. I'd start while the market is down, but your dogs, when people are struggling to sell, they just might lower their price. Ferreira says buyers are becoming more knowledgeable, more informed. People are learning that cheap people buy twice. I have to agree with you, man. I can tell you the average person right now in the community is not the same person 5 years ago. I don't know if it's QBN that we've raised the bar and people have to kind of try and match us or what it is, but I can tell you that people are now demanding for the first time ever, embarks. Are you freaking kidding me? About freaking time. Good for you. Good for you. That's going to drive this market. Drippy says if we get that money, it's going to send us into another Great Depression. That depends, Drippy. Are we going to spend that money? More likely than not, right? Rather than, saving it up or paying down bills or whatever. Queen's New Blood says breeding is long-term. If you can't wait for the market to go back up, then you don't have the patience, which is a staple for a proper breeding business. Queens, you are like sugar to my ear, right? I'm telling you guys, this is if you're playing the true long game and you're able to take it on the kisser for 2 or 3 years. Look at us. Look at QBN. Let me bring in Mike here. I've had you waiting back there. What's up, Mike?
What's up, fam?
Hey, man, number love. Hey, Mike, we're over here talking about whether it's a good idea to start breeding or not. We're looking at the pros and cons.
Yeah.
I always like to use myself or my business, my kennel as an example. This way people don't get butt hurt because I'm using them as an example, right?
Right.
So
right.
QBN, for example, in the last 2 years, we've had one litter. One litter. Now, don't get me wrong. This last go around, I was trying to get 2 of my females pregnant, didn't take, blah, blah, blah. But is it the end of the world for us? Not at all. We're in the long game. We're playing the long game. And I mean, I am as you know, I'm as much, I don't want to say a player in this game, because I always try to say this is not a game, but I am one of many breeders in this. And I realize that right now, you know, the market is not at its best position. If we would have produced pups, would we have been able to sell it? I like to think so, because we're an established brand. We've been around long enough, blah, 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 all those things.
Right.
Okay. Which then leads to, if you are getting into this, do you look for established breeders, or do you look for the no-name small breeder to get pups from, to get the better deal? Which one do you go after, Mike?
Well, I think you got to use your intuition on that type of thing. You know, I combed over the internet quite a bit getting into this, trying to find some place that felt like home. QBN is where I found my home. But I went through a lot of different kennels, you know, I won't say any names, trying to find the right spot. And then, but once I got established here, you know, this is my 2nd year as a breeder,
Right.
Getting well into my 2nd year now. And so, you know, still in the red, so to speak, but starting to see the light, starting to see the plans coming to fruition. And something that I have going for me personally is I put my education and my knowledge of the business. I didn't put the cart before the horse. I did quite the opposite. I gave it all the time it needed to grow early on, which is really a beneficial thing for me. But I do think if you're looking for deals, if you got the eye, if you've got the trained eye, if you've put in the work and been to the shows and watched these videos and learned a lot about the dogs and you know what you're looking at, you can find a lot of diamonds in the rough, man. A lot of gems from these smaller kennels that I don't want to say they don't
I
know what they
agree.
have, but they don't have the marketing and the clout to really get what it's worth. And so they're taking what they can get, because it is a business, and they do need to make something off of it. And the fact of the matter is, until you've sold some puppies, that's where you're at.
You're absolutely right. By the way, we're dropping a question for everybody to answer. This is just for everybody here in the chat. What is the average price of a puppy that you guys are looking at? I couldn't agree anymore with Mike. There are some breeders that are just newer. They just might have been around for 2 or 3 years. Now it's kind of like a downturn of the market. They just don't have the demand for their dogs. It doesn't mean that their dogs aren't great. It just means that the sheep usually follow the loudest horn in order to be slaughtered. And if you're smart enough, first of all, wherever the sheep are going, you go the opposite direction and you start figuring things out for yourself. If you do your research, if you learn, you know, breed standard, if you talk with other breeders, that's why I feel this platform is so strong for this community, is because we have a lot of breeders, not just me and Mike talking. You guys are looking over here at the discussion going on. There's a bunch of breeders there talking back and forth, answering each other's questions, right? It kind of gives you a palpable feel as to, you know, what the market is. Are they agreeing with me? Are they disagreeing? And, you know, that sort of thing. And that kind of gives you an idea, because a lot of times as a breeder, before I set this platform up, I was up many nights thinking, just throwing ideas off a wall by myself, wanting to have a Michael Higginson or a Kyle Holland or Adam Fields or anybody else that's up in here that I would be able to, you know, throw my ideas at and just see what they echo back. You know, we kind of need that as breeders. Free Distribute says, as quickly as the tariffs have come, they should fall into place in a short time. Everything should level out in time. I hope so. I say for those starting, buy quality stock, start fixing the flaws so you're ready when it goes up. Rican Blues, you should be looking to breed your own stock after your first purchase. Well, that depends. What if you buy 2 females? Then you
The
want.
last comment, he said something about, about the flaws there. I think there hasn't been a perfect dog yet. So when you're weighing out flaws, to me, where the process of elimination comes in there, and how I set my mind around that is, I want to exclude the flaws that take more than one generation to fix. Those are the
Right,
first ones to get out of the way.
right.
Rear mechanics, the shape of the front spread and shoulders, and how the dog, whether it's full wheel drive or not, whether it's pulling from front and back, the shape of the skull. These are things that you can't fix in one generation. A little bit of bone. You need to try to get all the bone you can, because that's not a quick fix either. Those are the things that I would set my mind on first. And then, the other things, a little east west, a little underbite, a little this and that. I mean, these are things that you're going to have something or another, no matter what you get. So you kind of need to pick the ones that are the quickest fix, if you ask me. What do you think?
I agree with you, man. But again, if you're playing the long game, like, I would not say you got to breed immediately with your stock once you get it. We're not playing the long game.
Oh, that's
What
right.
if you got a brother and a sister? Now you inbreed that, you just bottlenecked everything. No, you got to look at things in a long term, and not just long term, but it's also a bit of a symbiotic relationship. Like, a lot of times, we have some breeding set up. For example, I've already said we're going to be putting Grand Champion 7 into our blue girl. I have other things that we plan on setting up. But once blue girl is impregnated, right, the following move is going to be based off of what comes out of that litter. Not just because I did that, now automatically I'm going to go to this. No, I want to see what's there, and I want to see what came out of it. And I want to embarcate. I want to see the koi. I want to see where my homozygosity is at. Are you on chromosomes? If I'm looking for chromosome 17 on a particular place, do you have it there? If we have it there, right, and say I have it in 3 females and I'm picking one out of the 3, okay, now we're good. Now we're going to work on to the next step. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Once you get any more info. Vi Ferreira saying,
this
go ahead.
question right here is what excites me about today's community, man. This guy right here, man. This is what we've been wanting to hear for years, Raul.
Yes. This is why I'm posting this question, coincidentally. So you and I are sharing, and I see Hollywood in the background. He's doing the booty clap and everything.
Yeah.
It says, to give you credit, I did embark both my females, and I am grateful for doing so. Only match them with embark tested males, and now we'll be doing puppies of each litter. Bro, the community is finally coming around.
But waiting for years for this, ain't we, man?
Man, look, I am willing to bet, Mike. Look, if we were to say, if I was to throw a number,
this is the standard right here. This is what the new breeder community. This is what people are starting to expect, and so they're raising the bar, man. It's up to them,
You know what's crazy? This is happening right now when the market is down. What do you think is going to happen when the market comes up? And now you're going to have a breeder, say Ferreira, just an example, say V over here, has been breeding for 5 years, let's just say. And he has a competitor that's been breeding for 5 years. You already know how Vi is going to eat his lunch. When the customers come around, he's going to be like, does he have embark on the pups? Because look, there's no predetermined DNA for any type of illness. You don't know what you're getting from that cat over there. You see what I'm saying? I'm finally starting to see that from the community, man. And it just makes me very happy to have been a contributor, even if it was with one little grain of sand, which is this platform. Makes me very happy to see
that, man. I really do. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to call their names out if I could think of one other platform that really pushed embark like QBN has, been part of the motto, man. Been preaching it from the beginning. It's been the anthem from the beginning, genetic
Yeah.
testing, and so I'm glad to see this coming to fruition.
Yeah. And the other thing I'm going to say, Mike, and it just excites me, once that becomes the standard, then the next step is interpreting chromosomes. That's when la-di-da-di everybody is going to be up in here talking about, hey there, Ralph, hey, chromosome 20 over there, can you explain that to me one more again? That's where we're headed. I'm telling you guys, that's where we're headed. It's just a natural progression. It's not that I'm a soothsayer or anything. It's just natural progression. Now, Adam Field says, if I was looking for an investment, I would look elsewhere than dogs. Okay, not saying dogs aren't an investment, but unless you have passion for dogs, there's much more profitable investments out there. I can agree with you with that, but also I can tell you there are people out there, retirees. Let me give you guys a quick story how I got into breeding. My ex-girlfriend, before I got married or anything, I met her, and then long story short, one day I go over her house and she's living in Coconut Grove. Anybody that's lived in Miami knows Coconut Grove is pretty high end. And she's over here driving a Land Rover, all this good stuff with this amazing house. Now, I'm really not, I was looking for a girlfriend, not to be rich, but now that she is, I might as well ask what where's this coming from? I like to know. The answer is she was breeding OEBs, and because she had had an accident and she had to get back surgery, and she could only breed, and that's how she got around doing things. Long story short, she took me to Kansas to a good friend of hers who got her started. This guy is like 45 years old with his wife. They live in a huge mansion, and all they do is breed. And so what I'm trying to get at is there's definitely other things you can invest in, but if you did decide to make it about the dogs, do the right thing by the dogs, and also do the right thing by using your head and knowing when you're coming in and knowing how you're planning things out and how you're doing it. Because business wise, to wait until this thing picks up to then decide to buy dogs, it's probably not the best business decision. It probably isn't. Queen's New Blood says, adding to the breeders are breeding to better their program. The customers are just lucky enough to be considered a good home. This is how it should be. It doesn't always work that way, but you're right. This is how it should be. Louis DeMille Graham says, I don't differentiate. Don't go for the big name kennel, nor do I favor the small kennel for the better deal, but rather I look at the dog, the structure, the pedigree of matter. Comes, Louis DeMille, exceptional comment. Do me a favor, Louis. If you want to become a member, make sure to go down to the link below. For as little as $5 a month, we can just make this a full-blown conversation. But I could not agree with your comment anymore. Recently, I bought a dog from a gentleman, Calvin D. White, all the way up in Chicago, or not even Chicago, Danville, which is right next to Chicago. Got a bunch of people writing telling me, dude, why are you buying from a small kennel? And I'm like, dude, I don't buy based on size. You'd be surprised how these big kennels, how they have a lot of dirt under their nails. Let me put it that way.
That's a good way to put it.
Let me just put it that way. Not only that, if a big kennel had the dog I was looking for with the pedigree I was looking for, then I would engage that big kennel. But that wasn't the case. The case was I was flipping around. I saw this dog with this ped looking like this, and that's what I wanted. And that's precisely how you should be getting dogs, in my opinion. V. Ferreira saying average price is $3,500. I wonder if it's $3,500 Canadian, because he's got the Canadian flag on there. Let me go ahead and change that banner, and let me see. What is the average cost to feed a 100-pound dog in your neck of the woods? Please go ahead and drop. Freddie Strivey says, I'm so happy people are asking for embarking. Absolutely. Absolutely. D. Taylor says anywhere between $2,500 and $5,000. That's fair. Drippy, Average is 3,500 going up. Queen's Bully says 35 to 4,500. That's just for breeding and show quality. Pet quality can be 1,500 and lower at times. Fair enough. Rican Blues, first and second litter, 1,500. Once proven, 2,500 and up. Look, Rican, I want to say this, Rican. I want to say that that's how it should be, 1,500, and then once proven, 2,500 and up. But in reality, the way it works is it's 1,500 if you don't have marketing, 2,500 and up if you do. That's really how it works. It's not how I want it to work. It's how it's actually working.
And then if you got the marketing, you know, and you've got the access and the dogs got the sauce, I mean, that's different too, you know, like I mean, I would look at how long a breeder's been doing their thing and you know, kind of where they're at. Is this a one-time thing? Did they know what they were doing at all and this type of thing? But if they got it, they got it, man.
Hey, look, I have to agree with you, Mike. You guys know about my girl Sunshine. Now, the gentleman that produced Sunshine, okay, James Doubleshane, all right, from 5D Kennels. Okay, that was his first litter. That's his first litter. Now, to me, I don't care if it's your first litter, your 10th litter. What I'm looking at is the dog in front of me. Is she what I am looking for?
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it, man.
Look,
and she's got it.
At 6 months and 14 days, she became a champ. All she had to do was go to a show, and it happened. Okay, special shout out to my girl Devin Ferreira for showing my girl. She did like always, she did an exceptional job. But my point is, you can't put it past a first-time breeder not to produce a dog that'll knock your socks off. Your ability as a breeder to be able to scan, have the money ready on hand, and jump on it, that is as valuable as you producing it yourself. That's right. Listen to me, guys. Listen, because this is key. Okay, I know that there's breeders out there that are going to write on Facebook, it hits different when you produce it yourself. That's great. Okay, fine. That's great. But I'm about to shit on a lot of people's parades. Most big kennels, main dogs were bought because they had the ability to see it, the foresight to see it, the money, and the opportunity to go out and get it. Okay, is there something wrong with that? Not at all. It's a market. That's what it is.
It is. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you're 100% right. I think the other side of that same coin is some of these big kennels maybe haven't done enough research to really know what they're doing all that well, just got money to throw around. And so for them, in that case, it's a lot easier to buy a dog than to build one.
Yeah.
And so or it may be, you know, maybe they just
look again. I'm gonna go using me in my example. I pivoted. I pivoted because I need to bring more breed type, which means for 10 years I had not bought anything outside of my yard. So I decided to pivot. Right, I went ahead and got what I needed to get and brought it in. Okay, had I not had the foresight, had I said, "Oh no, this is a first breeding, you know, lucky breeding that this guy got." Listen, whatever the reason it was, she was there. I had the money. I was able to communicate. I was able to bring her in. Period. That is she an asset to my yard? You better damn well believe it. You could take a look at all my dogs in my yard, and you know that Sunshine is in the top 3. If she's not the top dog, she's in the top 3, period. And everything is going to be revolving around her, right? And so that's also important to be able to do that. Okay, talent acquisition in baseball. You send scouts, right, to go and look at, you know, you may be looking at a baseball game, looking at some talent, but the dude on the other team is just, you know, blowing the socks off of everybody else. Okay, if you're able to acquire that, you just improved your team. That's what this is about. That your kennel is your team, whether it's hockey, football, baseball, I don't care. As long as you can improve your team, that's what's going to matter the most. Man, we got some good comments. Christina saying, sometimes you get more than just a puppy for your money when you go with someone who is established and educated. You get valuable information and become part of a family. Wow, that's deep. That's deep, Ms. Higginson. Look, she's referring, I want to say she's referring to us and also Caleb Weddle. Let me be fair. Caleb Wells has got an excellent program running over there. So either way,
and they're part of our family too.
Absolutely. D. Taylor says, I was watching the video of someone who I have respect for, but was very disappointed that he is aware that he has breed females with east-west kink tail and temperament issues and just doesn't care. Yeah, D. Taylor, I want to add to that comment. It's broken my heart in the past. People that I thought that were serious breeders, and they've let me down. They've shown me that they're nothing more than glorified backyard breeders. And when you see things like that, that's when you realize that's what they always were. They just faked the funk as long as they could before you were able to figure that part out. And that's, it sucks, but it's good that you were able to figure it out, man. If you don't get that, do not do it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, D. Taylor says, but continues to pump out videos of information, but it's not leading by example. Thank you for always evolving and challenging us to stay informed, aware, and educate ourselves. D. Taylor, listen, let me just say this, D. Taylor. In those two comments you just dropped, it makes everything that we do here worthwhile. This is exactly what I want to be able to infuse into this community. Start, you know what I'm saying? Start wiping out these fake breeders, these glorified backyard breeders, and actually start putting stock in what really needs to be put. Breeders that are embarking. Yeah, breeders that are embarking, raising their bar, and and you guys are now able to see through their BS. After years of me sitting here talking, you guys are able to see through their BS, man. Let's get them likes up. Oh, look, talking about Calvin D. White. Hey, brother, I love the free game number, love, man. By the way, this is where I got my little girl from recently. My dude's all the way in Danville. They call him the king of Danville. When you show up in Danville, just go to the gas station anywhere. Hey, do you know where Calvin's at? Yeah, he's right over there in the corner. They'll tell you where to go, man. It's pretty cool.
Looking dog to come out of there too, man.
Hey, pretty good looking dogs. You know what I'm saying? We just dropped here for a spin. What are the 5 minerals in Nuvet Plus? Nuvet Plus. What are the 5 minerals for a spin? Let me know. All right, let's keep the conversation going, man, because it's getting good up in here. Walker says, Walker Kennel Rottweilers checking in. All right. Calvin D. Jason Smith. Okay. Low key. I paid $4K for a pup. So trust me, I'm down to invest. But there's no way that the average price for the puppy is $2,500 to $3,500. These folks are buying $1,500 dogs. I want to say it all depends where you are. And it all depends also how established you are and how much marketing you have. I don't see a big yard selling a dog for $1,500. I don't see it, man. Because why is it? Why would you sell at $1,500 when you got a line of 100 people wanting to buy, even your pet qualities? You see what I'm saying? But I see what you're saying. Not all are going to be within that price range. That's fine. Kino, I was feeding my 100-pound about 150, 200 every trip to the store. I get everything he need in one trip between 2 stores. Okay, so is that what you're spending in a month, 150 to 200? I want to say I'm spending, we just upped it. It was about 140 for the longest. We just upped it. We're at about 165 right now per dog on a monthly. Which is fine with me. Anything, between 150 and 200, I think it's fair for a 100-pound dog. Texas Maid says, "Oh, my boo's live." Oh, watch out! Are you talking about him being your boo? I'm just messing with you. Adam Fields, I would say around $6 a day to feed a 100-pound dog. $6 a day. 6 times 30, 180. Okay. Yeah, between 150 and 200. Keith Brown, where you at? Number love. Thanks, D White. Lucid Vision says, what I did with 305 will knock your socks off. And he's right. Lucid Vision, actually, we studied our boy 305 to his girl. She is super boned up. 305, as you know, 305 was always very athletic and very, very correct. You know, it's not a dog that's got major flaws or anything like that. So definitely Lucid Vision. I love to see what it is, man. So make sure to send me some of those pictures so we could throw them up in here. Detailers, 60 to 100 a month. Wow. I don't know what you're feeding, Detailer, but share with us. Do share. Lucid Vision says, drop the link and I'll join and show you my boy off 305. Oh, Lucid Vision. All right, bro. All right, Lucid. There you go, man. There you go. I'm going to copy it and it has been pasted. So you let me know. I love to see that boy. And who knows, you might just get yourself a spin, bro. There ain't nobody over here bringing dogs to stack off, man. Brian Trammell, what's up, man? Number love. Louis DeMille says, Raul, I've been following you for years. I'm going to join this week, and I saw that video, or should I say that live, about the small breeder in Chicago that you bought your girl from. Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, by all means, bro. Join us, join the community. Let's keep the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? Free game, you got it. What happened to 305? Lee Foster, he's no longer in my yard. However, he's accessible to my program, but he's no longer here.
You know, people don't often say it like this. At least I haven't heard it. But I've been recently given a little new perspective on kind of this whole thing with this platform. It's like a live mentorship in a way. And so, you know, if you're serious about being a breeder and you get in here, I mean, you've got on hand, you know, you become a member, you've got it on hand. You can ask somebody that's put a lot of work in to educate themselves on these dogs. You can ask them anything. And so you can tailor that to your own situation and what you need and what you don't know and ask anything. And that's hard to come by. I mean, that's like Chat GPT stuff, man. You know, like you ask Chat GPT anything. Well, it doesn't cover everything, but it's the same type of concept. You know, you just put it in and get an answer. And, you know, that's a big deal. And I can tell you this, what I know about Raul, if it's hard to stump him, man, but if you can find something he doesn't know, he'll go find out and get back with you.
Well, yeah, bro. I don't know at all. I never said I have, but you're right.
No.
If not, we'll look at it right here on live. We'll get Hollywood to bring it up.
And
Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm trying to get herself a spin. So here we go. Look, so you know I ain't cheating, guys. Look, it's right there. Phosphorus, zinc, calcium, potassium, selenium. Whoa, Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm got a bottle at home.
You got yourself a spin. We're going to be spinning here in a couple of minutes. Lucid Visions dropped the link. I did, Lucid. There he goes. Let me see if he's ready. Lucid, you ready, man?
I'm excited about this.
Okay, he'll be back here in a second. Once I see the dog in the back, I'll bring him up.
Okay.
Detailer, sorry, Detailer, you got bumped. You got bumped by Perfect Storm. G-Line says, what up? Been listening at work. Great show. Thank you, G-Line. Number love. Appreciate the support, man. Keno G's. Okay, he's talking about monthly. Okay, Lori, please don't. I've had pits for 35 years and love them, but too many end up in kill shelters and breaks my heart. I hear you. Wilfredo de Jesus, I make a real good paste for dogs. It has cucumbers, carrots, spinach, turmeric, garlic, cinnamon, pumpkin. Good stuff, bro. You know, it's funny. Cool. I was thinking about making another video on my green monster, which is a topper for dog food. Lee Foster, something I have noticed in the UK is too many people buying pockets who have never had experience with bull type. Can't handle them. I get offered 3,500 for 500 pounds. Wow, that kind of threw me off. Real quick, I got Lucid Vision. Lucid, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, let me see your face, bro. Don't be pulling off one of those, man. Hey,
show my dogs off.
hey, walk
Hey,
away from the
you know
camera
I
and
love
bring
to
them.
show my dogs off, man.
Hey,
Hey,
walk away from the camera and bring the dog on a
hey, like
stack.
I said, this is my boy off of 305.
Okay, go ahead and walk away from the camera and bring him to a front stack.
Come on.
Come here,
This
come here.
305 son right here.
Right here.
305 son right here. All right.
Come here, come here, come here. Right here.
Go ahead, bring him up. There you go. Good looking boy, man. How old is that boy?
Yeah, like, hey, this is off of 305.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. I'm showing people 305 on the screen right now and showing your boy. Look at that.
So he's about 2.5.
2.5. Good looking boy, man. Look,
Yeah.
he's even thicker than his dad. So 305 outdid himself with your female. Now you said you had a female too, right? Do you hear me? I don't think you
Oh,
can hear me.
hey, this is what it means, man. When it comes to dealing with, you know what I'm saying, all these dogs, genetic. Like, you hey, bro, they got it. I promise.
You got it, man. I appreciate it. Hey, show me the female. Show me the female you said you have as well.
Oh, I had to go get her. She somewhere else. But
Okay, Lucid. Lucid, where you located at so people know? Okay.
oh, you want to see his sister? So I
Yeah.
got his sister too.
That's what I want to see. Bring the sister.
So I'm in Oklahoma. I'm in Lawton, Oklahoma. You gonna have to give me a second. I gotta walk out and come back.
All right, go. I'll bring you back. Go ahead and get the sister. I want to see her.
I don't know what he wants, something.
All right.
He wants something.
Yeah.
He wants out or something.
What? Oh, there you go. Lucid Vision. All right. All right, Lucid. As soon as you get back, we'll show you. We'll show you the female. Let's see, man. You can tell he has QBN blood right away. Oh, you know it. Those that know QBN and no QBN blood, you know right off the bat, man. Detailer, he can hear you. Just seems like he's delayed. Yeah, that's what it was. A bit of a delay. Yeah, but he's going to come back with that female. I can't wait to see her. Low Key says becoming a large breeder is like going to the NBA. There's less than 2% of all breeders who will make it to that level. So I just don't use them as a barometer. I'm sure they can sell dogs for 10K. Absolutely. Absolutely. John Wynn, I don't want to be a breeder. I want to know where I can get an XL American Bullies in Chicago. Nice show. I'm not sure in Chicago where you can get an XL. Okay, Lucid Vision is back. Let's take a look at this girl. All right, Lucid. Let me see her. Oh, big girl. That's a big girl, man.
Girl,
Okay.
can you
Okay.
see her?
Yeah, I see her. Go ahead and walk her and bring her to a front stack.
Come here.
Yeah, she's pretty correct up front, man. That's where you can tell. Yeah. That you can see that clean front, man. Yeah, man.
Great muscles in the front shoulders of both these dogs.
Yeah, and she's still young. She hasn't fully popped or anything like that yet, which is excellent, man. All right, bro. Hey, Lucid, thanks for showing me the female, man. Nothing but love, man. Thanks for stopping by. Listen, stay till the end of the show. You earned yourself a free spin tonight, bro.
Hey, number love. Hey, Raul, bro, you my boy.
You know it, man. Hey, tell people how we did your girl, how we got her pregnant with all these pups.
Hey, man, we had to go. So they had 305. He was out at a show. So 305 was out at a show, and I had to meet Raul. I think it was maybe about a 4-hour drive for me. I had to meet Raul at the show. And you know what I'm saying? He had 305 at the show. And yeah, man, we had to get it all done right there in the parking lot at the show.
That's right.
Hey, and I'm telling you, man, Raul certified. That man for real, he do this.
Thank you, man. Number love. I appreciate you, Lucid. Hey, stick around. We're gonna get your spin in at the very end. All right. Number love for you.
Number love, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Lucid Vision. Hey, it was hilarious, man. I had 305 literally between shows. I brought him out. I collected him. I had the centrifuge in the back of my car, so we spun it. We did everything, man. We got the extender, we got the sperm pellet, the whole nine. Shoved it into his girl, raised her legs for 5 minutes, put her down. I told him right then and there. I said she took. Just make sure she doesn't pee, for the next half hour, whatever. He put it in the back of the car, calls me a month later. Dude, we got 8 pups up in there. I said, I told you, man. It was like that. It was amazing.
That's an awesome story.
It is, man. It is. We have a lot of stories. How old are the pups? They should be around 2 years old, man. Nice markings. Detailer, the show must go on while the show is going on. You got it, man. Talking about the show going on, man. Let me go ahead and bring that wheel so we can get the spins in. But
I'd like to know when people are going to start bringing their dogs on here and stacking them, and let's see what kind of competition.
Look, I bet you anything. Watch Lucid win the $100 prize. Then everybody and their sisters going to line up. Oh, I want to show my dog. That's just how it works, man. But listen, let me just say this. And you could agree or disagree with me, Mike. You could add or you could take away. If you were to ask me, Raul, is it a good time to breed, to get into breeding? I'm going to give you both sides, devil advocate. I'm going to say yes, it's a good time. It's a good time to acquire your brood stock at a lower price right now because there's lower demand, right? That doesn't mean you still don't have to do your homework. It doesn't mean you have to go to the big breeder. It just means that whatever it is that you're looking for, more likely than not, you're going to get it at a lower price, right? Either way, if you have to get yourself 2 or 3 brood females, it's going to take close to 2 years for them to be ready. Hopefully by then the economy has changed, right? Now I'm going to give you the devil's advocate side of it. Why would you want to jump into this now when you don't know what the hell's about to happen with the U.S. economy as far as tariffs is concerned? What happens if all of a sudden prices of everything go up another 10 or 15%? That's going to leave a lot less money for dogs. So these are things that you must be considering.
Got to get worse before it gets better, man. As bad as things got, That's
it. That's it, man. But listen, let me go ahead and bring that wheel and see here. Where you at? Where you at? Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. All right. So we're gonna go with our last spin. So Lucid, I'm going to go ahead and give you your spin right now, man. All right? So here you go. Lucid Kennels.
Let's go. $100 win right
Lucid
here.
Vision. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Hat and beanie. Damn. All right, bro. All right, man. All right. That was close. That was a close one.
Hey, I missed it.
Yeah, hey, I just spun you, bro. You just lost by a hair, man. But hang in there,
hey,
man.
It's all good, man. Hey, I'm always a winner, bro. I'm always a winner, man. Especially when I'm out here working with QBN, man. Hey, Raul, I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. He's certified, man. Raul is that guy.
Like, I appreciate you, man.
Like, man, hey, the thing, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, outside of what me and Raul did, the work, right? I'm gonna go on to tell y'all that the conversations that me and Raul have had outside of just, what we did together. Like, hey, man, this man has helped me. He has guided me through so much, man. I called him. I remember, man, my girl was having problems having puppies. I called Raul. He like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? This is what you need to do. Get some of this. I'm like, hey, I did it. My girls are out there. They happy. They're healthy, and that means a lot. I'm telling you, man. Hey, QBN Kennel, bro, you the real deal.
You know it, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Lucid. Hey, I don't care, bro. I'm sending you a cap anyways, all right?
Man, I need that. You just saying, hey, because I'm getting a little thin up here.
Hey, I see, man. Hey, do me a favor. I know you already have the app. Go to Hollywood Metal Designs. Send them a message with your address. I'll get you a hat and a beanie sent out. All
I
right.
got you, man. Appreciate you, man. Everything, bro. I appreciate everything you've done. You've taught me, bro. QBN, man.
You got it, bro. None but love. And that's what it's about, man. It's breeders helping breeders, man. And man, let me tell you something. My guy over there at Lucid Vision Kennels, he was a believer in our, in our brand. He wanted to bring it in with his brand. We made it happen. Man, it's been a while since I've spoken to him too. It's been a couple of years easily. All right, next spin. Next spin, we got Adam Fields, who answered correctly. Adam Fields, here you go, man. Hold on. Am I showing the wheel? Okay,
No.
here we go. We're showing the wheel now.
There it is.
All right, Adam. Here you go, Adam.
Let's go,
get
Adam.
it. Go get it, Adam. There's a wristband. There's a wristband. Stop.
Oh, man.
Stop. Jeez. I don't know what's up with this wheel, man. It decides to give and then take away. And man, let me tell you. All right. Next up, we have Queen's New Blood Kennel. Queen's New Blood. Here's your spin.
Feeling good about this one.
I do too. Oh, 100 Nuvet. There it is. There it is. Booyah. All right. Queens, all you got to do is download QBN app, get a hold of Holland Custom Metal Custom Designs. And before I forget, let me just tell you guys, the only two supplements that we use is Nuvet NuJoint DS. This is a multivitamin, guys, and it also brings minerals. This is joint support. It got glucosamine. It's got chondroitin, MSM, everything your dog needs to not injure, to recover from an injury, and also to improve their overall health. In case you didn't know, let me go ahead and give you our ordering code, which is 513237. 513237. Also, when you order both Nuvet and NuJoint DS and you do auto ship, you're going to get an additional 13% off, which should help you cover the shipping. All right. Let me see who else we got here on a spin. Low Key. We're gonna give Low Key a spin because he was commenting pretty good today, man. So here you go, Low Key. This is all for you right here. Oh, almost got the Nuvet. Oh, but he got a beanie. He got himself a hat and a beanie. All right. All right. Okay, man. You already know. You just got to go to the app. Go to Holland Custom Metal Custom Design. Let them know your name, your address, and we'll get that shipped out to you. We got D. Taylor coming up again. All right, D. Taylor, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Back to back. Back to back.
Man, you don't never see that on the wheel.
Hey, look at that. All right, D. Taylor. Again, go to the app, go to Holland Custom Metal Custom Designs, and hit it. And last and certainly not least, we got Perfect Storm Bullies. Here comes your spin. Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm. Oh, that was close. That was close. All right. Well, listen, guys. Yeah, man. You seen that back
I
to
want
back?
to share something with everybody, Raul.
Go ahead, man.
My wife just come and handed this to me. So right here from the post office.
Nuvet.
Yep. Just got this in the mail. Hadn't even opened it yet. We got
That's it. Nuvet NuJoint DS. NuJoint DS. Nuvet Plus right there. There you go, baby. One more. Nuvet Plus. Nice.
Yep. Just got it in the mail, man. I tell you what, we've been giving it to our dogs. Every dog in our program, every dog we've got for about 2 years now. And it's made a difference in our yard. And really, one of the main things for me, besides the physical difference it's made, it's given me peace of mind to know that my dogs have that well-rounded nutrition and make sure that they have all they need. You know, the American Bully really doesn't have that long of a life, 10, 12, maybe a few more, but 12 years is on average, man. And to think that, you could do something this simple to improve their quality of life right to the end, that's important to me. So
Absolutely, bro. I couldn't agree with you more. Listen, I was going to give people another spin, but it seems like nobody wants an extra spin. I'm asking, how many Nuvet DS wafers do you feed a dog that weighs between 50 and 100 pounds? Only those that have NuJoint DS are going to know the answer.
Here's a clue. It's on the bottle.
It's on the bottle. All right. So let's see. We got some new comments. Let's see. Oh, no. No, they both missed it. They both missed it. Oh, my goodness. It's actually 3. It's actually 3, Adam Fields. How could you have missed? All right. Either way, let me bring Hollywood from the back. Hollywood, get us started, Hollywood.
It's your boy Hollywood Holland, your boy in the back at the queue. We're catching you on the next one.
Michael H.
Hey, Michael Higginson from QBN Kennel out of Arkansas, man. Glad to be here. I had a great time tonight. See y'all on the next one.
There you go. Hey, you already know, man. We have Nuvet Plus, NuJoint DS. Michael Higginson just got his. Don't wait till you get yours. It's been Raul from the Q. Be catching you on the next one.
Here we go. Kill the whistle. Oh, yeah. We are going for a whole hour. Straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time. Don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate. And learn to cooperate. Yeah, hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7 p.m. Don't come doing the HATE. Otherwise Hollywood will give you the BYE. Here we go, kill the whistle. Oh yeah, we are going for a whole